Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Reid and today I'm making some art. Well, no we're not. We're doing a sketchbook tour. Woo! So I just finished this today. The day I'm filming it, today I'm filming it. Also, you might notice that this part of the video is a lot darker because I was an idiot and accidentally deleted the intro that I filmed before I'd filmed the other stuff. I had to free up some space and I thought it was a different video, so I deleted it, but no, it wasn't, so I'm an idiot. Yeah. So I started the sketchbook in about August, so it's been about 5 months. But I did have Inktober in between, plus I've been at school doing projects. This is just what I've been able to do in 4-ish months, 4 or 5-ish months. But yeah. Also, these things here, move that light. Actually, I want to turn that light off. Might be a bit too harsh. Here we go. Now you can see the colours. These down here mark if a page has nudity or not. That's better. There we go. So a green page means there is nudity, but there are no nipples. It's like R13. A yellow one means there are nipples, but it's not graphic anyway. It's like a R15 or whatever. But yeah. So if you want to skip those pages or just close your eyes or whatever, or even just come off the video, because there are quite a few. None of them are smutty or sexual or graphic. Oh, sorry, my cat is having a scrape. It's just art. It's just what I do for drawing. It's how you learn anatomy. It's just what happens. So I'm sorry if it offends you, but the warning is there. Again, green, no nipples, yellow, nipples. Yeah, okay, I can't. Yeah, so you know, you've had 2 warnings now. This is a big disclaimer. I really want to make sure, because I don't want to get this video demonetized or not demonetized, but taken down. Yeah, I want these videos to be light-hearted and just kind of, oh, look at my sketchbook, rather than look at all the stuff I've done and what you guys don't see, because I haven't uploaded in a while, just because I've been a little bit of an artist rut, just mentally and artistically. It's kind of been just done, really. Although I have had a whole term and I was kind of stressing to get the pieces I was doing finished for the end of year exhibition. And also I'm stopping over medication, so there are just lots of things in my life going on that are kind of preventing me from making decent art. Like you'll see the very last thing I show you is something I made today, and I don't like it. I was going to film that. I was filming that actually. It's why I deleted the intro, because deleting those ones, it just didn't turn out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. I have made an A4 version of the sketchbook without the flappy bit. And I'll be showing that one probably in another few months. So stick around my channel, subscribe for that, watch my other videos. And if you want to check out what I've been doing over the school break, or school term, go check out my Instagram feed. I'll leave that in the description below. Right. I'll get over to the to the actual flipping of pages now. See you then. Okay, so first page, this is August. I don't know if it was the 17th of August or if it was just August 2017. But basically this is sometime in August. I wouldn't know exactly when. I think it was August the 17th maybe. I have no bloody clue. But anyway, this is kind of like my witch OC. I say OC very loosely. She doesn't have a backstory or anything. I just kind of drew her based off one of an Instagram model that I quite like. And then I just kind of kept drawing her again and again and again and again. So she's kind of just become my character. So I'm like, okay, sweet, cool. I probably need to create like a character sheet for her because like I haven't. And yeah, the sketchbook is about 30-ish pages long and it's different papers. So it's got cartridge paper, which is just not cartridge, sorry. It's not watercolor, but it's thicker. So I put it around like 120, 100 grams. then I've got printer paper, then I've got black paper, then I've got brown paper. Overall, the sketchbook cost me nearly nothing to make because I got this paper, the black paper, and the brown paper all in my starter kit for the start of the school year. So that cost me nothing except for the school fees, and then printer paper I already had at home, so all as well as the glue, this, and then cut up an old box. If you want to see me make this video, I make a sketchbook like this, you have to wait until I finish my next one. I was going to film making that one, but I was like, oh nah, and I actually really regret that now, because I definitely will film the next one. This, yeah, as I said, this one is a little bit falling apart, and it's like none of the pages are even, but whatever. Okay, so warning, next page is a green page, so you know, next page is a green page. So here I did some gouache flowers. I pressed these flowers after I drew them. The thingy is a bit thick, but I have never worked with gouache before, except for on the first page. That was like my first experience with gouache. And all I did was the background and her hair. The rest is just watercolors and a bit of gel pen. But yeah, if you want to see more of her, I'll definitely do a video based around her. But yeah. This was right before October, and this was playing with my cheap ink. I don't know if you can, how can I make you see that, but the ink is shiny, especially on her here, it's the shiniest. Oh yeah, now you can see it, it's very, very shiny. It was just very, very cheap ink. It's what I used at the start of the Inktober. So if you want to see what that is, go have a look. Yeah, these are just some black and white images from a website that does like nude model photos, and you can like get timed ones, but I didn't do the time, I just did the no time one. Here are some watercolor hands, and they're pretty little, it was really pretty when I found it, but it's kind of dead now, like my life. Anyway, sorry, here are some hands. I like drawing pointy witch hands and like massive hands on my characters. I don't know, I think it's because I have quite big hands for like compared to most of the guys my height, I have bigger hands or the same size hands as them, like, so, oh sorry, I'm like way off camera. Here are some thumbnails for a mermaid. Mermaid, I like mermaids. I think this was a design for a tattoo that I haven't gotten yet. I still need to refine the design and then maybe get it. Here I was kind of practicing different facial features and facial diversity and a few like profile lips. I like that one a lot. That one's okay, that one's pretty good. And then just some hands. This is from going out for either my dad's birthday or Father's Day, and there was a ram sculling from one of the walls, and I drew it in a ballpoint pen. I don't know if I did a pencil sketch first, I can't remember. But yeah, this is all done in a erasable pen, you can see there and there. Actually, can you see? I think you can see. I know my phone's a bit cracked at the moment, so I can't really see it. Like, it happens to be cracked in all the places. I know you guys can totally see that. Crap. I was hoping that maybe you couldn't, but no, you can definitely see that. Yeah. But that's what happens when, yeah, use the erasable pen. I definitely want to try doing more things like this, because it's difficult to stylize a face, like one face, and then try to draw lots of different faces in the same style when you're not used to the style yet. Because I've kind of been working on my style for a while now, but I just really need to keep like refining it. But here are some hands and some skeleton hands, and of course the devil horn / metal hand. Okay, so this page is technically nudity, but it's a one-line blind contour, so there's no way you can tell it. Like, you can kind of see a boob and a leg and maybe a butt, but like, it's not, like, it's very hard to make out. Here is a realistic. It's okay looking. I don't like this one all that much. It's okay. Alright, next page is a green page, but then technically it's a yellow page. because on the side, it's like is like a nipples. I forgot to put the sticker there, so if you want to skip the next page, you might have skipped the next few pages because there are like 4 pages of. You know, I'm trying to get onto it now. See, nipples. It's just whatever. They're just circles. No, here's just like a butt and some side boob and some legs and some arms. This is for Dan's block week. Block week is like the first week of term and the last week of term. You do 1 class for the entire week. Yeah. So we just did a lot of life drawing and stuff. Yeah. So this one here, he challenged us to do just parts of the body at a time, not the whole thing. And this one was 3 or 4 different poses meshed together, which is why her spine looks so broken. It's like when you see female superheroes, that's what she reminds me of, because you can see both her boobs and her butt, but her spine is completely broken. Like, that's exactly what every female superhero is. Sorry, it's just funny. Here I like the way the last negative drawing came out, so I did another one. And then I did these torsos. Oh, no, look at that. My lovely yellow sticker is falling off. Oh, okay, we'll pass the page now. So I just did that, and then this one, I did it in blue, and I realised it looked kind of like she was water, so I did some water droplets coming off, and then I drew some betta fish inside. Because I like betta fish, even though in real life, if you have more than one betta fish, they would try to kill each other because they're also known as Mexican fighting fish. Beautiful but deadly. And then I drew purple, and I thought, I can draw some crystals. And then the next one is my favourite. It's butterflies. I'm so punny. Oh, I'm so punny it hurts. But yeah, I really like this one the most. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's like one of my favourite colours, which is like pink. But yeah, and then I drew some hands for illustration. And then I did a pencil colouring-ins of a Luna moth and a betta fish. And then I was like, I want to do that but in gouache. And I really like the way gouache turned out on the brown paper. I think I'll revisit this idea later on. But yeah, I like the way this one turned out. This one's my favourite of all. This is what I did last. I think I did that one, then that one, and that one. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. I think it looks so cool. There is a yellow sticker right here. I'll move my hand so you guys can see the stickers better. I just realised I'm blocking out. I'm into that. This is a blue dragon sea slug. Sorry, I've got a lisp, so it's quite hard for me to pronounce S's and shit. And this is a dip pen sketch of a Luna moth. I think this was just when I got my new ink, because as you can see, it's not shiny. And if you go through my Inktober videos, you can see the change. I think I pointed out when I changed to a higher quality ink, there's definitely I can see at least a big difference, but I've been working with art supplies for a while, so I'm used to seeing differences. What the hell is this tape doing? Maybe it's just because I'm anal. It could just be because I'm anal. Anyway. Sorry, my cat woke up from his nap and wanted out of the room, so I had to let him out. But yeah. Otherwise it would have been really annoying having him meow in the background forever. Anyway, this is the life model. She actually came in dressed up as a 1920s zombie. It was the day before Halloween, and she's an art student, and she also does life modeling at the school as well. Like, anyone there can do life modeling and get paid for it by the hour and stuff. And she came in as a 1920s zombie. She also does face painting and stuff as like a job. But yeah, I think it was really cool how she actually came in like dressed up. I thought it was really cool. Anyway, this one's probably my favourite. This one I don't like because I have to preface it, but like the skeleton and stuff is cool, but I don't like the face. Yeah, she didn't actually have organs or anything. I just kind of added those in. And she's actually, originally she was holding the cap of his skull, because you know how they come off on those metal, like, plastic skeletons. But yeah. I really like this one. I think it's really cool. But yeah. And then this is more falling in love with this thing. I actually only got this thing because my illustration teacher suggested every week we kind of got a different medium thingy to try. And one of them was a dip pen and ink, and I instantly fell in love. You'll see later how much I love this. And I'll tell you a bit about that later, but you know, here I was trying to do some faces. I actually made my own inks with watered down acrylic paint. And then here, Dan, the teacher, wasn't naked. He was doing some poses while clothed, and I was like, I can't draw males, so I'm going to draw skeletons instead, because that's obviously the easier option here. I don't know why I found skeletons like a million times easier to draw, but I did. They're not like very detailed skeletons, they're quite simple, but... Also, my dog was there, and she kind of fell asleep on the floor in this position. She wasn't being held by him or anything, she was just on the floor sleeping. I was like, I'm going to draw that because I love the way animal skeletons look. I think they look really awesome. I mean, it's sad that they did, but I think the skeletons are really, really cool. And here's just more quick lines of the model. More quick lines of the model, just warming up or warming down. Oh, this is warming up, this is warming down at the end of the day. And I was pretty tired and like over it at the time, because I'd been life drawing for about 6 hours at this point, and I was like, oh, I'm over it. So this one's not as good. I kept it in here because I like it. Yeah, she looked like she was dead, and I was like, no, whatever, I'm going to draw that. But yeah. It went through the page. The watercolours, you can see it. They made a cool effect though. So I just glued these pages together, and then use more dip pen, and then here I did a perspective of a room. Basically, I was sitting in class waiting for my Poseidon at the time to dry. I pretty much finished it, but it was the end of the day, and I was like, I can't do anything else before I need to pack up and go. So I just drew the corner of the room in a white charcoal pencil, and I think it turned out really cool. I love the way it looks. I'm not very good at perspective or straight lines. I'm kind of too gay for that, and I don't know if you can even see the drawing. Can you guys even see that? Oh, you guys cannot see that at all. Oh shit, I just realised. Oh, okay. For some reason you can see these ones, but not the other ones. That's weird. Anyway, I was just talking for about 2 minutes while you guys are staring at a black page. Sorry. Yeah, but I really like the way the negative drawings look, so yeah, I did some flowers, and then I did some more rooms, because I really like the way they look. This was just one from Pinterest. They didn't have all these goth things, so I added them in, like the bat and the moth and the coffin on the wall. I like goth stuff, leave me alone. Here's the last, I don't like this one. I think I made the whites too white, if that makes any sense. Like, they're almost the color. No, I'm kidding. This one's okay. It was my friend, he loves little cacti, and he loves, like, old cameras and stuff. So I drew him as a steampunk boy and a steampunk cactus. Okay, so, you guys already saw, but, bam, titties. Basically, I can't remember who it was, but I recently shown someone, like a family member or someone like that, a few of the drawings that I'd done in my old sketchbook that were of a nude person. Maybe they saw the ones on my wall. I have quite a few on my wall. And they had said some rape culture stuff, like, oh, that's, like, shouldn't really be drawing that, because people might get the wrong idea and think you're horny and stuff. I'm like, not even interested in sex, biggest virgin ever. And just like, they were just saying some really not okay stuff. And I got really annoyed, and I'm like, I'm going to draw this frustration, and like, I am not asking for anything. Because 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted in their lives. That means if you know more than 5 women, likely at least one of them will be sexually assaulted in her lifetime, and I think that's fucking disgusting. And there is too much rape culture in the world today, and I was very annoyed, so I drew it. And if you're wondering, these I know under sketch drawn straight in with this and some black ink, and then some white charcoal pencil on top for highlights. But I was just really riled up for this page, so it gets me angry every time I look at it. Not for because I don't like the subject. I think it turned out really cool looking. I like all the different fonts I did. I think I'm clever. Oh, and my phone's dying, but it's okay. I'll be able to finish the video hopefully. But yeah, I was really annoyed at what this person had said and just everything that was going on as well. So I drew this page and it turned out. Okay, I'm back with my phone now plugged in. Yeah. Sorry if you can see white cord in the corner of the thing, but it has to be there. Normally I use my black one, but I couldn't find it. The black one normally blends with the table a bit better, but anyway. This is my cat, and he's adorable. He's quite chubby, although it's summer here, so that she lost like a ton of weight over the course of 3 days. Like he does every single fucking summer, and I wish I could do the same, but no. Anyway, I took a picture of him, and he just looks so bloody derpy, and he is. He's a little derpy baby, and I was like, I have to draw this, so I did. I used this. Now I just want to show you how fine this nib is. I feel like a beauty girl if it would focus. Focus, please, focus. Okay, so it's not going to focus, but it's very, very small. And I sat there for about 2 or 3 hours individually drawing in every single one of these hairs with this little thing right here. That's how much I love it, and I think it turned out so cool. I love how derpy he looks, and it's actually really accurate to how he looks. And I love the scratchy texture. I couldn't stand the noise. I had to wear headphones because I have very sensitive ears. But I love the texture. I just think it looks so cool. I definitely want to do a lot more of these. But the paper kept catching because it's not very thin. It's thicker than printer paper, but it's not thick either. So the paper I've got my new sketchbook is a little bit thicker. So hopefully I'll be able to do more of these. I don't want to catch as much because the catching got quite annoying after a while. Anyway, basically I was just going over the likes and dislikes. So I love the cat. I want to do more, which is this cat here. Watercolor and gouache, which is the gouache fish, and the watercolor of the live model. The white ink dip pen, the pen only studies, the black and white perspective drawings, steampunk charcoal. I actually don't like that one as much. I don't know. I just think it was okay. The fantasy torsos, and the one with like the fish and stuff in it. Life drawings / paintings, big ink only faces, flowers, skeletons, hands, beta fish. And then dislikes, faces on Poseidon. For school I was doing this series where I did the 3 big gods, Zeus, Poseidon and Hades, although when I did the Hades one I did Persephone as well, because it's my favourite story of all Greek mythology is that one. Anyway, if you don't know it, I was just giving it a quick read. Basically there are 2 versions. One of them, she falls in love with him, which is the main one, but then some of them disagree and say she didn't fall in love with him and she hates it in the underworld, and I think it's wrong, because if you read the original one where she actually does fall in love with him, it's quite a nice, I mean, he still kidnaps her, but compared to his brothers, who are both rapists and serial wife beaters, you know, he was a lot better than the other 2. Yeah. But I did a series. You can check out my Instagram to see the series. Actually, I will post it there. I need to, because I framed it recently. I actually need to get those pictures up. God, I haven't been on Instagram in a while. Oh. I've been in a bit of an artistic / mental rut, and I haven't done much. I've been trying to get the school stuff finished, because I put it in the exhibition, which starts next week. But I had to get it done, yes. I had to get it put in like 3 days ago. So, anyway, I've got on a tangent. Anyway, just like faces on Poseidon, Hermes' face. I also drew Hermes, but didn't like it. Flat colours. All my colours are very, very flat. 2D flat, lack of depth, details the face on the Myth model. To work on flat colours, faces, stylization, depth, gouache techniques. Yeah, basically I kind of have a style, but I just want to refine it and get it to a place where I like the skill level it's at and how it looks at that skill level, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I just want to improve my skill level and refine it a little bit. Because I have a vague idea of what I want, but I don't have a more refined idea of what I want. But yeah, here I am practicing depth, and here I'm terrible drawing hair, to be honest. Here I am playing with colour depth and colour textures. If you have a look at these beautiful, beautiful colours, the ones with the yellow, I love the depth that gives them. Anyway, so basically I did blue, and I put some blue down. Then I put some purple down, then I put some yellow down. To practice layering, because layering watercolour gives them very, very pretty depth colours. Yeah. So I was playing with salt and stuff, because Poseidon, I gave her tentacle. I did them with females, by the way. I gave her tentacles for hair, not in a like yaoi or yuri way. Just in a, she's a sea goddess. She can have tentacles for hair if she wants. Yes. And this is a flower study of Audra All Clear, and I love the way this was in a faceless print. And I love the way they looked, and I think they were so colour depth, and I thought, yes, I must recreate. So I tried to, and this was a bit of a flop. I love the way hers came out a lot more than I did in mine. Then I tried it with my kind of lineless style, and it turned out okay. This was a video up on my channel, if you want to go check this out. This one turned out pretty good. I think it needed to be a little bit more darker though. I think I need to work out what I want to be darker and what I can keep light. But yeah. And this is my witch character again. This is Raven from Teen Titans. And this was a girl I liked that ended up dating someone else. So let's not talk about that because it's sad. Anyway, the next page is a green and a yellow page. Remember, green is my nipples, yellow is nipples. So if you don't want to see that, skip ahead. Or just click off the video because there are a lot more to come. Anyway, here is quick sketches in white charcoal. Here is just sort of like the model in like 40, more than like 10 different positions, all kind of overlapping because it's just easier to do that on one page. But it's just a warm up. It's nothing like, you know, don't want a whole 2 pages for it. And yeah, and then I did the kind of more refined ones on the black paper because it's what was next. And then this was another live drawing session. I think it was the week after or 2 weeks after. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. I think it's quite cool. I love the flowers. I love flowers. I'm hella gay. Well, I'm pan, but I'm hella gay. And this is just one of the models. I didn't have time to do the other one. And these models are actually dating because like this one you can just kind of see the energy between them. I just think they're so good together. These are some really quick sketches of them. And then this was a wash painting of someone with vitiligo. I don't do a lot of people of colour because I tend to do more dead looking people. Like their skin is so translucent, you can see the purples, you can see the pinks, you can see the yellows in their skin. But I definitely want to try and do like more people of colour, but also have them retain that kind of dead look, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I really like this one turned out. So I just think vitiligo looks really awesome and beautiful. I'm a bit of a biology nerd, so things like this kind of thing, like, really, like, I find them fascinating, like, different colour eyes, vitiligo, just the way different things can happen, like, the way that, like, people can get that one, like, perfectly blonde streak at the front of their hair, without bleaching it at all. I don't remember what disease that is, but it affects other things as well. You know, I just think it's so fascinating. And I love the way vitiligo looks, especially when it's, like, interferes with the hair. But I couldn't find a model who was who was naked or nude. I could just combine the two. Who also had vitiligo on their face and in their hair. But yeah, I realised she looks a little bit like a superhero because she's like wearing a superhero mask. It's just why she had vitiligo on her face. But yeah, I drew flowers instead of patches of skin because I kind of wanted to express how I see it, and I think it's really, really beautiful. And I just think not everyone sees it that way, and I kind of wanted to make it look like flowers are beautiful. Everyone can pretty much agree on that. Although it looks a little bit like wallpaper, I will admit that. But anyway. These are some witches that I drew. This is my witch character. Nature witch, brat slash mice witch. Tea witch. I think these two are definitely my favourite. Mostly this one. This one's pretty good. This one's quite good too. I think this one's my least favourite. This was kind of the start of my artist rut, and it kind of went downhill from here. But yeah, I ripped out a lot of pages over that. Like, there are a lot more pages over the next pages than there are right now. Anyway, next page is the very last yellow page. So. And I can't like this page. I just like the idea of flowers and nude woman coming together, and I made them into all the one thing. Yep, that's what I did. Chose 3 different models, 3 different colour pencils that I don't normally use, and then 3 flowers or succulents in her case, which fit the flower. And I drew them, and then I watercoloured over them. And then, in an attempt to get out of my artist rut and start ripping out pages and shit, I tried to do some fan art of Garnet, Amethyst and Pearl, but I don't really like the way it turned out. I did film this, but I've deleted all the footage because it just didn't turn out as well as I liked. It's okay. Pearl's my favourite because the colour scheme is closest to what I normally do. I don't do a lot of black in my watercolour pieces, so I think next time I do fan art, not only am I going to change the bodies to make them look a little more realistic and more my style with huge hands, I'm also going to probably redesign their outfits. But yeah, and then this page is just me trying out some stuff. No pen, very warm tone, and this is a pocket at the back where I keep spare paper to glue over the stuff in here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my sketchbook. And I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I haven't even started. I just finished that sketchbook today. So I haven't even started my new one. I just finished making it like 3 days ago. Don't say my phone's warning me that it's died because I've just knocked out the cable. Okay, never mind, it not clicking again. Yeah. So I'm going for A4 because I didn't like how small it was. I love working small, but it wasn't working in this case because all the characters were wrong with tiny. So there's a pocket at the back. This is a much better quality pocket. It's got the same thing. It's got A5 and A6 paper in here, and then it's the same kind of paper except the black is much thicker, the brown's quite a bit thicker. Watercolor paper and dry oil paper and then drawing paper instead of printer paper because printer paper was a bit too thin. And I'm going to decorate the cover because it's just the paper like layered together. But anyway, looking forward to see how this one progresses and what I put in here because I'm so excited to start this one. I think starting a new sketchbook might help me get out of my artist rut. But yeah, until then, have a lovely evening. My name is Reid, and today we didn't make any art actually, sorry. We just looked at some sketchbooks because I can't make art right now. Oh, and all kind of English. God, you know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Don't check out my last videos. See the the deer and all my October stuff. Don't forget to go check out my Instagram link below to see the series of the gods. And yeah. Don't forget to take paintbrushes out of your water, and I'll see you guys